Welcome to the Summer Rewind of the Game Recognized Game podcast with RLJ and K, where we are rewinding back to some of our favorite moments from our previous seasons. Let's get it.
All right, next one. This is funny. He was like, man, I love y'all. I feel like y'all are my uncles that I never had.
Nice.
I absolutely cannot stand my girlfriend's family, with the exception of maybe 2 to 3 people. I plan shit out of town with my family when I hear about them planning stuff, or I volunteer for work-related functions to avoid going. I've expressed my thoughts on a few of her family members, but I think if I say what I'm truly thinking, as Uncle RLJ says, it will be smoke. I love my girlfriend, but her family I can do without. I need some help from my uncle's nephew Chris from Texas.
Nephew, well, we appreciate you reaching out to us all the way from Texas.
And thanks for listening, brother.
Thanks for listening. Share, you know. Depending on the part of Texas you in, Chris, you know, share.
No, maybe not, since we just said this, because she may be listening.
Okay, with that.
Protect yourself until you make a decision.
Yeah, that's fair.
Go for it.
If you're serious about this person, and it sounds like you are, because that means you are actually planning things, because you know you have a good enough relationship with her to know when her family is coming to town, so you can plan accordingly. If you're serious about her and it's gonna be a long-term thing, you gotta consider her family, man. You gotta consider her family. Like, that's just the game. You gotta consider the family. Like, if y'all gonna get married, you don't just marry her, you marry her family. The whole family. So not just the 2 or 3 that you like or you get down with, everybody.
And the drama.
And the drama that comes with it.
Yeah.
Trust me. And this is from experience. You gotta figure out, like, what's the capacity that you can deal with their family. Because you gotta deal. You can't avoid it, man.
Right.
Because if you avoid it, you throwing a rift in between y'all, and people gonna choose a side, man. It's like Compton, man. It's like the Bloods and the Crips.
Not a side.
I've seen it. I seen it happen, man. I seen it happen. Remember that scene in The Color Purple when Sophia's sisters came and got all her stuff and put it on their truck?
Yeah.
They left Hopper out that joint on the porch. That was me. That was me. They families pick sides, bruh.
Yeah.
They pick sides, man.
And it's very rare that they're going to pick the side of the person that's not their family member.
Hell yeah,
it's very rare.
man.
And if they are on your side, they're not going to let the other people know that they are.
Telling you, man. Yo, I've been there. And I was just grateful enough I ain't have a hole in my ceiling because it rained that day.
It's going to rain on your head.
It did. But you gonna marry their family. You gonna be intimate with their family, man. Yeah. So if it's holidays that y'all having a riff, or if the family want to come to visit, or she wants to go down to see her family, like, y'all gotta have that conversation one-on-one first before y'all get to the event, or before you start making plans to not be there, because she might want you to be there. Yeah. And you gonna have to stand your ground though, on things that you don't want to, if her family off the hook, they selling dime bags out the back of a Chevy, then you got a legal reason not to deal with her family.
But even still, right? It's if the relationship moves forward any further, right? You're gonna have to be connected to the family even more,
man.
And it's at this point, it's either you tolerate it or you end it.
Let me put it this way. Yo, if you thinking about having a baby with her, then guess what? You better consider the family and what that looks like, because it's coming. The
child will be around the people you don't like. The child will be influenced by people you don't like. Yep. The child will probably be watched by people you don't like. Yep. And so it's one of those things like, yo, why won't you ever let my cousin so and so, watch our son or watch our daughter? And then it's another conversation. And
families have it, like, inherited tendencies too. So it could be something that she does that she got directly from the family. Like, you gotta have these conversations, man. Like, this is one of them conversations that you can't ignore. You can't sweep it under the rug. Right. You can't say, well, when we get married, we'll figure it out then. Nope. No.
We can't get married until we figure it out.
You need a concrete, solid plan, because if you don't get down with her family, Like you gonna have to justify your reasonings why to her, because she might take offense to it. I don't know, she might. But at the same time, if there are things that you want to do with your side of the family, then you got to bring her involved, man. One of the biggest mistakes, and I regret it to this day, is that I didn't bring, my ex-wife, my mother to the table more often to have certain conversations, and I just let it go. And then it's like feelings fester.
Right.
And I'm saying, well, yo, people need to be adults about this. But at the same time, that was my job.
Correct.
To bring people together.
Because you was in the middle.
Because I was in the middle, and when you don't take that kind of conversation as serious, and you kind of stick your head in the sand, shit just get worse. So, that's from Uncle Kev, man. I've been there and done it. Talk to your lady and figure out what's feasible, because she wants your support, but also what you not gonna tolerate.
Yeah. Yeah.
If cousin Pookie is gonna get invited to the cookout, and he just got out for a B&E, and you don't feel comfortable with cousin Pookie coming to the cookout, you need to have that convo, man.
Yeah, or especially if you're hosting the event and you like, yo, X, Y, and Z can't come here.
I'm telling you, man, your Xbox 360 walk out the door, you gonna be mad
real quick.
Yep, you can be big mad,
and ain't nobody gonna want to have a conversation with Chris.
Nah,
well, that's how Chris is.
Yep.
Whew.
Hey, man, nephew, we appreciate you, man. Keep listening. Please share. Send us more questions. But have that convo, man. Uncle Kev wouldn't steer you wrong.
Yeah.
I try most of the time.
I try so hard. Since I have tried to help my girl with some problems, when we first started talking, I found it odd that she didn't have many female friends, but I shrugged it off. Now we are in a serious relationship, and I'm noticing that she has been the issue or the reason many of her relationships with her female friends have ended. I've even asked some of my friends to invite her out, but I'm seeing the same result happening, and it's starting to impact my friendships. Need your advice, brothers.
Whew. It's heavy, man.
So
heavy.
I read this, and some people don't want to be fixed because being broken gets them attention.
It's better. Yeah, it's more comfortable that way.
Yeah. If I don't fix this, then I'm not going to get people's attention, right? I'm not going to be the center of attention when I start flaring up and air this bitch out. Like I'm not people aren't going to want to talk to me, and I need attention.
It's
and
always the nice guys.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel for you, brother. But she may not just want to be fixed. She may know the problem, or she may not know the problem.
And honestly, it might not be your problem to try to fix it, for real. It might not be, man. It might not be. If people could, people have to be accountable. And when I say accountable, I don't mean accountability and from the perspective of blame. Mm-hmm. It's not a blame game. You know what I mean? Something could have happened in that person's life that the way they are, it happened when they were a child. You don't know what type of trauma or drama people have experienced. However, if you see that there's a problem, talk to them about it. Seriously, talk to them and let them know that you're concerned. Let them know that you're concerned, especially if her lack of friends or lack of other relationships outside of y'all's is like diminishing your relationship and adding pressure and drama and trauma to your relationship.
Because you gonna have to go shopping with her. Mm-hmm. You're gonna have to go when something new comes out. You're gonna be the go-to, and that's exhausting, right? But I will say that this is a huge red flag, and the longer you ignore it, the larger it will grow. And so, true, like Kev said, it may not be your problem to fix, but if this is creating a problem within your relationship, then having a conversation. And it's gonna be an uncomfortable conversation.
That's gonna be tough because you tell your lady, like, yo,
you're the reason why you
don't have no friends.
Shit.
You're the reason why you don't have no friends. That's a tough pill to swallow, man. Be prepared. Be prepared for what smoke. Comes with it.
For swinging and smoking.
But in all seriousness, though, if you see that it's holding her back from being her best self, then you kind of owe it to her.
Facts.
To have that conversation, because sometimes people we don't understand our blind spots. Sometimes, and honestly, brother Jay, you know, mindfulness is half the battle.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, like I might not know I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
But I'd appreciate if somebody say, "Yo, Kev, you know, you're really an asshole." Like people don't want to be around you because of it.
And this is how, right?
Yeah.
And point out several examples, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, this is how people have felt, and this is what they've said. Like, don't just say it coming from your perspective. Like, this is what I've observed.
Yeah.
Right? And be able to provide and be willing to coach or support. And if you can't coach and support, you know, linking them up with resources to coach and support. But, like, shit, you got to have the conversation, because if it's impacting your friendships, right, you be like, yo, you tell some of your best girlfriends, be like, yo, why don't you invite my girl out? And they were like, yo, the hoe can't come no more.
She's
like,
nuts.
No, right? She's knucking and bucking for no reason. Like, you can't do this in church, right?
She ain't even got the T-shirts. At least get the T-shirts. GRG, the GRGshow.com.
Store.
Check out the store. Okay.
But yeah, it's a conversation. You got to have the conversation. Rip the Band-Aid off.
Got to, man. It's gonna be it's gonna be a difficult conversation, no doubt, because nobody wants to feel like you're attacking, like their character is being attacked. You know,
Correct.
Because like, you know, you are who the company you keep. Like that's the phrase, right?
Yeah, you are the company you keep.
You are the company you keep. Or birds of a feather flock together.
Yeah.
But if she ain't got no birds, or all her birds is bad birds, like that's gonna be a tough convo to have, man. Because you know you're questioning her ability to associate herself with
humans,
the right kind of people.
Interpersonal relationships.
Yeah, or who you feel are the right type of people she should be associating herself with. You know, that's almost like, you know, you telling your cousin like, yo, man, you need to get out the hood. But if your cousin don't think nothing wrong with being in the hood, he might take offense to it.
Yeah,
that's tough. We thank you for that one though.
Hey man, good luck.
Good luck, man. Let us know how it turned out though.
Next question. My fiance has been so damn negative lately to the point that I'm reevaluating some things and reconsidering the future. I've asked several times if she's okay or if she's dealing with something that she wants to talk about, and I get that I'm fine, or I wish you would stop bothering me about that. Nothing is wrong. I'm tired of asking, and I'm also tired of dealing with her negative attitude about every single thing. Help a brother out, because I mentally started reallocating the cash from returning the rock. Oh,
Lord, man, don't do that, man. Don't do that. You saved up for the rock. You wanted to buy the rock in the first place. Hey, you don't do that. But
negates everything you just said, Kevin.
Nah, in all seriousness, like that's a conversation you gotta have before y'all go any further. You know, like, hey, do you want to marry me? Because right now, like your behavior, X, Y, and Z, give examples. I'm not feeling confident in marrying you.
So I'm going to soften that a little bit.
You can soften it up, but I'm going to
soften it and
you
say,
can soften it.
Like when you lay it on the table, use statements like, I recognize, I observe, and I feel. And then push it back and say, you know, based on what I said, what are you thinking? What are you feeling? But that's going to be tough to move past, right? And so it's like to move past this thing, because now it's a thing.
Because what the question articulates is, I don't feel comfortable marrying this person based on said behavior.
Yeah. Because you're so negative, and right, and like just thinking about being around negative energy anyway, you don't want to be around it, but you have to get input on like, yo, how can we move past this?
You definitely don't want to be around it for life,
right? Or if you have children with her, right? Because not only will that tamper with your relationships, you know, your relationship with her, but like relationships with other people. Ain't nobody gonna want to be around y'all. Like real talk. You're gonna wonder why people keep denying y'all's requests. Like, nah, I'm not going. And you're gonna be looped into this. So if you're not a negative person, they gonna be like, y'all are one.
Birds of a feather.
Yeah.
Flock together.
Chris invite me over. Nah, fuck Chris. We not going over to Chris's house. Nah. Right? It's like, because they got something going on over there.
That's true. That's
right?
true.
And
man.
so like you got to be able to communicate what it is you need to move past this, and then ask her the questions. Yo, to move past this, what is it that you need? And then we need to have a conversation. Therapy may be a solution, but if they are not willing to work on it, or if they acknowledge or the lack of acknowledgement of their negativity, then you can send a donation to the GRG show after you return the ring.
Yeah, we'll take that.
Yeah.
But in all seriousness, if you having second thoughts about marrying her because of her behavior, you gotta be proactive and getting to the bottom of that.
Yeah,
man.
behaviors can change, right?
But behaviors can change.
What's the cause of the behavior, right? We're not fighting the symptoms. We want to fight the problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Good luck to you though. Jeez. That's tough.
Negative Nancy. So this one says, Uncle Kev, Uncle Jay, I'm trying to be up on somebody's son this summer. Where they at though?
Jesus.
This really says, I'm
it.
trying to be up on somebody's son this summer. Where they at though?
I mean, what's your age demographic?
No,
you know
shit.
Like, yeah, what's your age demographic? Because it's different. You know, Mike, you and Mike probably hang out different places than I would hang out sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
You don't leave the house, bro.
I know I don't leave the house because it's the beer flu.
The only thing that I would say to this, and I'll let you answer in terms of where they be,
man,
just make sure that somebody's son ain't already somebody else's husband.
Yeah, that's true. It. Yeah,
that's
somebody
it.
husband.
And you can be up on anybody's son all summer, right?
Yeah.
Because I think hot girl summer, I think people are starting to feel their hot girl summer starting to thaw out.
Yeah, but it never got cold this winter, so they never put up the hot girl clothes. Yeah. They left them all out.
Coming to work with
I seen it.
But I mean, they're gonna be all over the place.
Everywhere. Like if your question is like, we're eligible men, you know what I'm saying? Like we everywhere. The same way that y'all claim y'all everywhere, even though I never see y'all when I'm out. I never see like a robust group of women, man. Like, like nice, good looking women with jobs and stuff. I just never see them like randomly out.
You going out too late, bro. They go to happy hour and they gone by 6.
Yeah, man.
Because that's when the
traffic. Still on 95 at 6. You don't know my life, man.
Hey man, get a permanent work from home day on the day where the happy hour spots are jumping.
I'm trying, but I mean, I guess brothers, man, we everywhere though. We at work. We at work. We at church. We at community events. We volunteering on the weekend. Our time, talent, treasure.
Simple.
Let's see where else we be at, man. We everywhere that's positive. Yeah. We everywhere that's positive,
Grocery store.
Yeah, grocery store. Yeah. Shoot your shot.
Figure it out. Wegmans.
Yeah, shoot your shot at Wegmans. Over some sushi.
Yeah. If that's your if that's your vein.
If that's your thing.
Okay. Good.
Because do we go to the club? Do we still go to the clubs?
There's individuals that do go to the clubs. I haven't been to the club.
That be sad, man.
It's too much.
It's a lot, man.
It's a stimulus overload, bro. It's just too much. You just like shit. I'm trying to stay near the exit because I'm seeing some shit pop up. I'm too old. I can't.
Yeah, man. Everybody smoking they smoking like the dankest, skankest weed, man. Like the weed that y'all smoking in the clubs, man. It's bad. Bad, man.
Or smoking outside of the club, so when you in the club that doesn't permit smoking, you smell like what you just smelled.
I met my sister on 8th Street probably about a month ago, and when I parked my car, I stepped out. I got high. It was that much smoke out there, man. Like people is smoking it in DC like it's Amsterdam.
Yeah, because it's legal now.
Yo,
it's legal.
That shit was crazy. Unbelievable.
So this is what we'll do. We'll also post some events that we hear that's happening in the district. I don't know what your geographical location is, but we'll try to.
It's a lot of like upcoming spring little day party, professional happy hour day party kind of thing. I'm assuming you want somebody's son with a job. I'm assuming.
Well, didn't specify, but hey, just make sure that somebody's son ain't already somebody else's
husband. That is very important.
Go get your thing. Next question says, I am emotionally drained and I do not have the strength to keep asking my partner for what I need. How else can I get through to her?
To continue listening to Ask GRG Part 2, check out Season 2, Episode 16 of the Game Recognized Game podcast with RLJ and Kev, available on all streaming platforms. Stay cool and be light.